Hi guys, and welcome back. So we're going to be doing a bit of a VR response video today. This time the question's being asked by Raztendo, and it's one of them questions that as a collector you just don't want to answer. So yeah, I'm getting a bit hot and sweaty up in here. It is hot and sweaty in here anyway, but just thinking of this question is yeah, it's just like tempting fate in it really. But yeah, anyway, first up I'd like to say I'm been drinking this beer today. So it's well, we're all alcoholics now. The lockdown's begun, isn't it? We're well underway. So the drink in question is by the Welsh oldest brewery, Felonfoel. So I'm not too sure if I said that correct. I'm sure Steve can tell me. But yeah, anyway, this beer it's a thank you to the NHS. So this a certain percentage of the proceeds go towards. I don't know what they're really going to do towards it, but it's all going to be going towards like thanking the NHS staff really. So I guess anything that they need. And talking about that, hang on, I'm just going to have a swig of this. As I say, I'm flipping sweltering up here. And talking about the NHS, Rob Gurnaldinho, he's going to be doing a 24-hour live stream tomorrow, or tomorrow, as if I'm going to be putting this video up. It's going to be on the Friday, the 28th, 29th, maybe. I'm not too sure which one of them, but yeah, the end of this Friday, the end of the month, which is tomorrow, which is not much notice, but if you guys can give him at least 2 minutes of your time and go and like cheer him on, like go on the chat and have a bit of a chat. I'm sure there'll be quite a few of us in there at some point in the night or the day, because it's going to be 24 hours, so it's going to be quite some time. Yeah, I think it starts 12 midday Friday and it'll finish 12 midday Saturday. So yeah, he's not just doing it for the fun of it or anything. He is actually doing it again for the NHS. So he's going to be doing it towards like thanking the NHS as well. So he's made a Just Giving's page. I've actually donated a bit of money myself. I'll put a link to the Just Giving page. So I'm sure again, not only just a bit of your time, but I'm sure if everyone who watches this video puts £2 in, I'm sure we could probably like smash that 250 quid recommended donation that he's put. I'm sure we can probably double it even with all of us that do these videos and everything like that. I'm sure and if anyone else can do a video and put it towards his direction, that would be smashing really. So again, thanks to the NHS, because I know a few of you guys work for the NHS anyway. So yeah, thanks, cheers. Yeah, so enough of that. We are now going to be going into the VR response video that Raztendo asked, and that is what I think it is anyway. What 5 things would you run back into your house for if it was on fire? So if this house sat on fire for whatever reason, what are the top 5 items I'll be looking out for? And yeah, tempting fate, mate. Tempting fate. I really didn't want to do this video, but there is a reason that you'll see in a bit why I want to do this video. And yeah, so the first thing up, it would be obviously, well not obviously, but obviously to me, the Atari 2600 Junior. So yeah, not really an expensive item or anything, but this is actually mine as a kid. I actually bought this from a car boot sale, and I can remember even getting it. This isn't my original, so I was a bit bloody warm. I can remember actually buying this. This wasn't my original one. It was my original one was a Woody. I had that on my 2nd birthday, but I got this when I was about 10 or 11. I was well into having an NES at the time, and we went car booting, and there was this little brown box under a table. I picked it up, and it was full of like Atari games and obviously this 2600. And my dad was like, "Why do you want that junk for? It's rubbish. You got a Nintendo. It's so much better." And I was like, "Yeah, I know, but I really enjoyed the games that were on it. I really enjoyed it." It's very simple games, but so much fun. And yeah, for a tenner, I think 10-12 quid maybe, I don't know. I got my first retro console, I guess. So my first foray into retro collecting. I've got Mega Mania. This is one of my favorite games. It's sort of like Space Invaders on steroids, I guess, because it's a bit different than Space Invaders. There's different fields that change completely. But I mean, not just that, but this stack of games, these are all the games that I had as a kid. There is a few more that down there, but I just thought I'd just pick a few of my favourites. Pac-Man, people always diss this one. but it's absolutely great. I mean, at the time, I didn't know any better. I'd never played an arcade. I couldn't reach an arcade. Chopper Command, sort of like Defender cross with not Missile Command. Choplifter and Defender. Pretty good game. Pressure Cooker, I mean, the music in that is still ingrained into my mind. It's a fucking great game. Adventure, don't need to say much more about that one. And Carnival, yeah, great games. I mean, the thing is, I think these pretty much set the blueprint in my mind for shooters, why I love them so much. So yeah, this is the only thing I own from a kid as well. This is the only thing I've kept. I can remember when I got given this by my dad. He was moving house to a smaller place, and so he was saying, what do you want to take? And I took this, and I took a Lego castle as well, the Black Castle, from back when I was a kid, and I built it up, and then I threw it away. What a flipping idiot. That's probably worth I think it's worth 100 quid last time I looked. So yeah, I'm scared to look now. So yeah, right, so next up, I guess it would be stupid not to say I'm going to go and try and get my most valuable things. And I don't know really what my most valuable things are anymore. I've narrowed it down to a couple of things. So first up, just for pure value alone, Panzer Dragoon Saga. So yeah, I got this after a couple of car booting videos that I did when I first started my channel. I saw this in the CEX and I was like, right, I had it in my mind, I need to get this. I just picked up a Sega. Did I even pick up a Sega Saturn at that time? I can't remember. But I saw this because I've always had it in my mind. I wanted a Sega Saturn, and I saw that. And yeah, two weeks of pure car boot fodder. Just traded into CX, and I managed to get this. Yeah, great condition. It's definitely not mint or anything, and that's what I kind of like about it. You can tell this is an original, so that's what I like about it. So yeah, not too sure what these are worth. I think it was worth about $350. I don't know if they've gone up or gone down, I'm not too sure. Next up, another valuable one, Castlevania. I know what I'll pay for his. I didn't pay anything near his. Mine's got the slipcover for this special edition missing. But what makes this more special, not just the value of it and why I would go into a burning house to get it back, is this was completed by my good friend Pete Fighter 2. I mean, I've told this story quite a few times, but yeah, he was a flipping absolute star. So the reason why I got this so cheap is it was missing this disc here, the soundtrack, the music collection, and I picked up. I was happy enough to get it for that price. What I did without it. I'm not fully a completionist, but if I can, it's obviously nice. But Pete told me that he's got that soundtrack spare, and what an absolute gent. Passed that to me, so I can't let this go now. He's made this a complete, and I can't thank him enough. He's such a great guy, so thanks for that, Pete. Yeah, this is going to be forever cherished. And I'm going to take a sip. Talking about forever cherished, my Super Famicom. So why am I going to be going into a burning building for this? This horrible looking front and everything like that. I know some people already know why this looks like this. But yeah, Sean, Retro Games Revived, gave me this for Christmas this year. And yeah, I've been collecting Super Famicom games for ages. And I only had a Super Nintendo to play them on. So obviously I wasn't playing them right. I wasn't playing them to the full potential, if I was playing them at all. But since Sean gave me this, I've been playing it. And yeah, it had a bit of a yellowed front there. So I decided to retro brighten. I tried to make the process go a little bit faster by putting it in a pan. And yeah, I boiled it away. So yeah, I kind of like the look of this. I'll never replace this. This is a present from Sean. So why would I change the front of this or get a new one? I like it. I mean, again, I'm not a mint collector or anything. So for me, this gives more of a story. This has got more of a reason and more of a meaning for me to keep it in my collection. So again, thanks again for this, Sean. I absolutely love it. And again, it's got complete character, this console. I love it. I mean, look at it. It's all wavy and everything. It's pretty brilliant. Oh, I've got that caught. So yeah, great way to play all my Super Famicom games. Since I've got this, I've been absolutely going through them all. So yeah, cheers, Sean. And yeah, look at the character of it. So right, definitely going to need a sip of beer for this. So we're on to the last one now. So this one isn't a lot of money. It's a bit of a collection again, bit of a cheat, I suppose. But there is a big reason for this, why I'm going to be selecting these. And yeah, bit of a hard one for me to say, really. Obviously I was a bit cheerful a second ago, but yeah, this something that's been a bit life-changing for me just in the last week. On Sunday, the weekend just gone, on Bank Holiday Sunday, unfortunately my dog Okami, she passed away. Yeah. That really knocked me for six. I took her to the vets. She'd been not very well for a while. A lot of people know about this anyway. But she had a bit of a episode over the Saturday. Rang up the vets and said basically bring her in if she gets any worse. And Sunday morning I took her straight to the vets. And unfortunately they said they couldn't do anything more. If they did, she could be maybe a little bit comfortable for a couple of weeks or something, but they don't think that she would naturally last any longer. So unfortunately, yeah, they put her to sleep, which was good because it took that decision out of my hands. I don't think I could have done that. I mean, that would have killed me, really would. But yeah, I know she's in a better place now. But yeah, that dog, she was 1 in a million. She was like my best friend. And yeah, I've got my other little one here that's underneath the table now, who's not spent any time apart from me other than obviously when I've gone to work. She is like my shadow at the moment. So but yeah, Cammy was my number one. She was my girl. Definitely no other dog like her. The last video that was up before this, she was actually underneath the sort of tripod that I've got. She was always in close by me when I was doing the videos. She was my little girl. But yeah, she got to a nice good age of 12 years old, so I've got that to thank. She didn't go before time or anything like that, so there is that. But yeah, it was hard, and I'm sorry for bringing this down a little bit, but I just wanted to say it really. And why have I brought this up on this question? Well, because of her passing and everything like that, I would 100% go back into a burning house to pick up my Okami games. So I've only got 3 of them so far. So I've got the Wii and the PlayStation 2 originals. I'm not too sure which one came out first. I don't know if, I know this has got like the special controls, so you can paint with the Wii remote and everything like that. So obviously everyone knows her as Kami, but her actual name is Okami, so we just call her Kami for short. And this is unfortunately her dog tag. So yeah, as you can see, it's got Okami, the symbol that's on the games and everything. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I want to complete my Okami collection. That's my next mission for over the next year. I want to make a little shrine to Kami. I want to have there's a slipcover missing for this that I need to get. There is Okami Den, which is the DS sequel, sort of sequel, and there is a PlayStation 3 remaster, which was only released in Japan. So yes, it's not a massive task to get all these, but I think that'll just make a nice little shrine to her. I think something I can remember her by, and I want to put this in a nice little frame. So if anyone's got any suggestions or knows anyone who can frame things nicely, yeah, I want to keep this with it as well. A little dog tag. So this was a part of her all them years, and yeah, the guys who made this did a really good job. It was by Dog Tag Art, which is an American company, but yeah, this is 6 years old and it's still pretty good. There's a little chip in it, but I mean, it was used every day. So yeah, I would 100% run it back into a burning building and get these. Yes, they're cheap. I could probably replace them, but these were around when Okami was. So yeah, they've got a close connection to me, and I always remember her, really. I can't forget her. She was a special little dog. So yeah, that was my top 5 things I would run into a burning building for. So yeah, I'd love to hear what other people would do. Sorry if we're going to be tempting fate here. Yeah, reason again, I forgot to mention as well. Insurance company. The reason why you'd go into the burning building for your expensive items is, what would the insurance companies do? I mean, this is why I don't like talking about it. This is all insured and everything like that. But what would they do if all of this disappeared at once? It's good to have. That's why it's kind of good to have YouTube, because it documents everything coming in. So I have got physical evidence what comes in. But you know what insurance companies are like? They worry me a little bit. But yeah, anyway, bit of a downer talk again. Sorry about that, guys. If anyone has got any insurance, like help or anything, that would be quite good. Actually, it would be quite good to know. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching, and yeah, see you later. Oh, and don't forget, go over to Rob's stream tomorrow, Friday 28th, 29th, give or take whatever day it is. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.